In this week's edition of CBS 58 Hometowns, we're previewing an event that organizers say is made for everyone.
Montse Ricossa joins us live from Wisconsin State Fair Park in West Allis with an inside look at Holiday Folk Fair International. Hello, Montse.
Hello, this folk fair not only takes you all around the world, but it also takes you back in time to the 1700s. We are at the Expo Center where it's being transformed. We are joined now by the French Voyageur group with Dirty Kettle and Jacques. What are we doing here today? We have so much excitement going on.
Well, Jacques and I have been doing this for a number of years now, probably since '88 for me, and probably as long for Jacques. And we try to educate children. We do a lot of school programs and that, but our purpose to be here is to educate people about the fur trade. Glenn has a story he tells about the fur trade.
I've got a 28-foot Voyageur canoe you can come out and see, and that's the one that went from the fort along the lakeshore to Green Bay up the Fox River. They portage to the Wisconsin, go down the Mississippi, and they'd winter with the natives there. Then in spring, they would head back.
Wow, that's so interesting. And I see you have a lot of the furs that were traded here.
Well, yeah, and we're traded. And some of the important ones that Jacques and I were the beaver. And this is how the beaver was shipped. It didn't get tanned. It was shipped hard like this, made into a bundle. And then
they would pluck that long guard here and that real short, fluffy, downy fur. That's what they use for the hats. They'd mix it up in a paste and make felt. So they plucked that long hair out, and that real fluffy, downy fur is what they were after.
Yeah, but they also trapped other things that got in there, nuisance things. But the standard for trading was the beaver pelt. If you got a couple of raccoons or something, it might take 2 or 3 raccoons to equal the beaver. But they also got other beautiful things, and they made clothing out of it. So if you don't mind,
I would love to be dressed by you. Thank you. So again, this event is going to be going on from Friday until Sunday, and it's very interactive and educational.
Now, normally, most people would put this is beaver, or buffalo, and most people would put it on with the hair out because it looks cool, but that's not what they did. They wore it inside out so that the hair was
thank you.
Up against them and warmer.
It is very warm. It's perfect for a Wisconsin winter, absolutely.
You make that look good.
You do, awesome.
It is all you, the French Voyageurs, again, here at the Expo Center for the Holiday International Folk Fair. So make sure you stop by and learn a little bit more, especially during Native American Heritage Month. Back to you.
Montse, you look like you're part of the crew. You fit right in.
That is approved for...
Thank you. I think we're making friends.
That outfit is approved for the anchor desk on Sunday night as well, Montse. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Ricossa, who is live at Wisconsin State Fair Park in West Allis. Montse.
Hey, Bill and Amanda, we're having a great time here as preparations are still underway for the 82nd Annual Holiday Folk Fair International. We're at the French Voyageur site specifically, where we can see a lot of the history, and this is just one of the 60-plus cultures being celebrated this weekend. The theme is celebrating the culture of traditional music. That's what we're hearing Dirty Kettle and Jacques play right now. With over 60 cultures showcased at this event, music, as we know, is universal, and so is food. You'll be able to find a variety of both things, bringing us around the world and back in time while appreciating cultural identity. This is a 3-day event starting tomorrow, running through Sunday. Admission is $13 in advance, $16 at the gate for those ages 8 to 61. And for all of this food and music you'll be able to find here. And of course, as we celebrate music, cultural, and history during Native American History Month as well, we'll learn more about this and celebrating more of the music. Coming up at 5, we'll bring you a replica of the world's oldest instrument as well. We'll send it back to you.
Well, this weekend is the 82nd Annual Holiday Folk Fair International. Our Montse Ricossa joins us live from the Expo Center at Wisconsin State Fair Park with a preview. And Montse, what all have organizers got planned for people?
We are celebrating all kinds of food and music. Today we are in Slovenia, joined by Nancy, and one of the world's oldest instruments.
Yes.
Or at least a replica.
That was discovered in 1995 in Slovenia, and they refer to it as the Divje Babi flute, because that's a cave where it was found, but it's about 50 to 60,000 years old. Now, of course, the real one is in a museum in Ljubljana in Slovenia. But this is a replica that we were able to borrow from the UWM Slovenian Music Library.
That's wonderful. And we know that music is a universal language, as is food. And you have a lot of celebratory foods here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, this is probably what Slovenians are most known for, their petitsa. And the celebrations that we always make petitsa is for Easter and for Christmas. The items over there, it's called žlinkrofe, which is like a potato-filled dumpling, and that is traditionally made for weddings.
Wonderful. And we have more food over here, something a little bit more familiar, perhaps.
Right, on this side we have krofe. These are raised donuts, yeast donuts, and we use these mainly for also Christmas, holidays, and so forth. Then we also have our music, which we're talking about, and the Slovenian music is basically waltzes and polkas. And we, the Slovenians, are very well known for our own America's polka king, Mr. Frankie Yankovic. So he is Slovenian, along with Louis Bichel, Al Meisner, Grant Kuzera.
And you can see some polka steps here, and then a music box as well. Thank you. Everybody knows a good old Frankie. And then if you come on by too, you can even have your own chance to play some of this music. I'll send it back to you.
Montse's gotten to wear a lot of hats today.
Literally and figuratively. Nicely done. Oh, work on the. Keep going.
Some time to practice. All right, Montse, thank you very much. And well, welcome back. And in this week's Hometown Stop, we're showing you an event this weekend made for everyone, no matter where you're from.
Yeah, Montse Ricossa is at the Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center celebrating dozens of cultures.
The 82nd Annual Holiday Folk Fair International takes you back in time and all around the world. Over 60 cultures are celebrated here throughout the weekend. Today, we are joined by Dirty Kettle and Jacques. We are seeing so many exciting things here. What are we having today?
Well, we wanted to talk to you a little bit about the fur trade. Jacques will explain some things, but the beaver pelt was the most important. That's what the French were after. They made top hats out of it, and but this is how they were shipped. They weren't tanned. They weren't soft. They were stiff like this and made big bundles. But they also had other hides that showed up in animals that they didn't want, but they were worth something, and they would make clothes out of them. So we're going to dress you up.
Please do.
Okay. This is an Arctic fox. See if we get that on there.
Fit snugly.
Okay. Get the paws up there. All right. And then also, they hunted buffalo. And the buffalo, most people would put this on with the fur outside, the hair outside, because it looks better.
Yeah, but we want to stay warm.
But the natives wanted to stay warm, so they wore it with the hair inside.
Thank you, Dirty Kettle.
And Jacques,
and then Jacques, what do you have here? This is beautiful.
We like to talk about the early Wisconsin history. So my canoe was 28 foot, and that went through the central part of the state. So we'll talk about the fur trade routes as well if you come out.
Wonderful. It's very important for education here at the French Voyageur, especially during Native American History Month. Thank you both very much for being here. And of course, you can stop by the Expo Center Friday through Sunday. For Hometowns Live, I'm Montse Ricossa. Back to you.